I'm realizing like I actually learned a lot when I was doing this movie thing because I realized like 80% of the whole process, it's not really about music. It's more about how you communicate with people and how you actually like make answers out of all these, you know, like all these other like criticisms and everything.
Right.
And I'm just learning. Like I realize there are so many like people who are good at it, and even like it's really embarrassing to just show them the process of how I made it. You know,
Right.
you get it. Like the process itself is very, I feel like very childish, like very immature. Yeah, and when I was talking to this guy who was actually doing the mixing very end, and he was talking about these stuff, and I realized that I missed. There are so many things that I missed, and I had to learn for it. And it was really hard to just, you know, listen to all that because it was basically saying like, you suck, you know, you did this bad, you did this wrong, and you have to like fix all this and that. And, yeah, and I don't know, like these days, like I'm actually learning how to just do it without thinking too much about the process. Like, let's say when I was, a lot of times it's really hard for me to call people about work because I get really scared.
Why?
Because
of what they're gonna say?
Yeah, or what they're gonna say, or am I gonna to like be vulnerable? I don't like being vulnerable. Like, you know, everyone doesn't like to, like, to be invulnerable when you are like in front of other people or when you talk to these people. But every single process when I talk with people, I'm putting myself there and just being very open and naked in front of those people. Yeah, so and if you start actually thinking about that too much, you start meditating and you're like, you get more scared and all these like emotions, they pile up every second. So these days I try not to think and just act. Let's say when I need to call someone for these problems, I just call them and then I just talk to them. And I realized that people who's listening on the other side, actually they think similar in that way, because they're always they're people too, so they care about how other people think about you, and they care about how others think about themselves. I mean, all these things. So I realize like not everyone, like everyone's scared of each other. You know, they're just used to it. You know, used to being vulnerable, used to being scared, used to being criticized. But it's on the process. You know, like wounds they heal, and you get what do you call that? Like when you play guitar, you get blisters, but later on you get those
굳은 살?
Yeah, 굳은 살.
I don't know what that is. Hard skin?
Yeah, hard. Your skin gets hard and you feel less pain to it. So I guess it's that process.
So you're telling this person and the people out there just to keep on accepting it, and you'll grow from it.
Maybe that's the answer.
Maybe that is.
I think, long talk that I did.
Yeah. Actually, to be honest, in the beginning of what you said, I was like, "What are you talking about? Like, how does that have to do with this?" But then, yeah, wrapped it up well. Okay.